The long journey of obelisks, from Egypt to the world. For millennia, they have stood as silent witnesses to the rise and fall of empires. Obelisks, those towering monoliths of ancient Egypt, evoke a sense of awe and mystery. These majestic structures were not merely decorative, they were potent symbols of power, eternity, and the divine right of pharaohs. Today, many of these ancient monuments stand far from their original home, gracing the skylines of major Western cities. This is the story of their incredible journey, a tale of cultural appropriation, imperial ambition, and the enduring allure of ancient Egypt. We will trace the path of these obelisks from the sands of the Nile to the heart of Rome, Paris, London, and New York. The story begins in ancient Egypt, during the Old Kingdom, where the first obelisks began to appear. These imposing structures were dedicated to Ra, the sun god, the most important deity in the Egyptian pantheon. Obelisks were carefully positioned to capture the sun's rays, transforming them into tangible symbols of divine power. Their towering form represented the sun's life-giving energy and the eternal nature of the cosmos. Crafted from single blocks of granite, often sourced from distant quarries, their construction was a feat of engineering. The Egyptians possessed remarkable skill in quarrying, transporting, and erecting these colossal monuments. The most impressive examples can still be seen at Karnak and Luxor, where they stand as testaments to the ingenuity and religious devotion of the ancient Egyptians. These sites offer a glimpse into the original context and purpose of these magnificent structures. The Roman Empire, at its zenith, was captivated by the culture and grandeur of ancient Egypt. Roman emperors, eager to emulate the power and prestige of the pharaohs, began to transport obelisks to Rome. Augustus and Caligula were among the first to relocate these imposing monuments, seeing them as trophies of conquest and symbols of their own imperial authority. The journey was arduous, requiring specialized ships and immense manpower. Once in Rome, the obelisks were strategically placed in circuses, forums, and other public spaces. They served as powerful visual reminders of Rome's dominance and its connection to the ancient world. The Lateran obelisk and the Vatican obelisk are prime examples of these transplanted monuments. They stand today as enduring symbols of Roman imperial power and the city's long and complex history. Centuries later, the allure of ancient Egypt resurfaced in Europe, fueled by the rediscovery of its ancient wonders. Jean-François Champollion's decipherment of hieroglyphs in the 19th century ignited a new wave of Egyptomania. King Louis-Philippe of France, seeking to enhance his own prestige and connect with the glories of the past, acquired the Luxor obelisk. Its journey to Paris was a monumental undertaking, involving specialized equipment and a dedicated team of engineers. The obelisk was erected in the Place de la Concorde, a site of historical significance and a symbol of French national identity. Its presence in the heart of Paris served as a powerful statement of French power and cultural dominance. The Luxor obelisk became a symbol of the Enlightenment's fascination with ancient knowledge and the imperial ambitions of 19th century France. It stands as a reminder of the complex relationship between culture, power, and national identity. Across the English Channel, Cleopatra's Needle in London tells a similar story of cultural appropriation and imperial ambition. Though not actually associated with Cleopatra, the obelisk originated in Heliopolis, Egypt. Its journey to London was fraught with peril, including a near-disastrous shipwreck during its transport. Eventually, it was erected on the Thames embankment, becoming a prominent landmark in the British capital. Across the Atlantic, another Cleopatra's Needle found its way to New York City. This obelisk was presented as a gift to the city by the Khedive of Egypt, Ismail Pasha, in recognition of the United States' neutrality. It was placed in Central Park, where it continues to stand as a symbol of international relations and cultural exchange. However, its presence also raises questions about the ethics of acquiring and displaying cultural artifacts from other nations. The legacy of obelisks extends far beyond their physical presence in these Western cities. They have had a lasting impact on Western art, architecture, and popular culture. Obelisks have become potent symbols of cultural heritage and national identity, representing a connection to the ancient world and a sense of historical continuity. They evoke a sense of wonder and inspire reflection on the passage of time. However, the presence of these obelisks in Western cities also raises important questions about the repatriation of cultural artifacts. Many argue that these objects should be returned to their countries of origin, where they can be properly contextualized and appreciated by their own people. The debate surrounding the repatriation of cultural artifacts highlights the complex relationship between cultural heritage, national identity, and the legacy of colonialism. It forces us to confront the ethical implications of acquiring and displaying objects from other cultures. In conclusion, the journey of Egyptian obelisks from the sands of the Nile to the skylines of major Western cities is a complex and multifaceted story. It is a tale of cultural appropriation, imperial ambition, and the enduring allure of ancient Egypt. These towering monoliths stand as silent witnesses to the rise and fall of empires, reminding us of the interconnectedness of human history and the enduring power of symbols. Their presence in the modern world invites us to reflect on the past, consider the present, and contemplate the future of cultural heritage.